Well, still don't have that timed out right. One of these days, though. One of these days, ladies and gentlemen, GM. Hope you are feeling all right. Happy Thursday, January 4th, 9:05. Coming at you a few minutes late. My apologies. I was running behind schedule this morning. The damn dogs woke up at 4:30 in the morning to go to the bathroom. That's no problem. Dogs can go to the bathroom whenever they need to. I had to get up. Usually not a problem. Typically what I do is go downstairs, open the door, lay on the couch, usually nod off for a few minutes, and then they bark. I let them back in, and we go back upstairs and go back to sleep. This morning was a little different, however, a little more obnoxious. Jackson, the vibrant young one, he's been wandering a little bit. So like we live in a neighborhood, like our backyard is not fenced. A lot of others are. And we've got like this really cool, like outdoor, like real woodsy, like a trail thing back there, whatever. And he likes to just like go wandering now. And so he did this. And he wouldn't come back. And so now usually I laid down and I was like, man, I feel like I've been laying here too long. And now I got up and I got worried. And then like, I was like, Jackson, nothing. And then Whitney came down, and then now we're both awake. Like, this is stupid. And then I went back to sleep, and I woke up late, and then my whole morning backed up. You know how that goes. And so, sorry, we're a few minutes late. Usually I like to be on time, unless we're having a meeting. Then we got to be a few minutes late. But GM, welcome to Web3 Breakfast, guys. We appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for tuning in on either the YouTube, the LinkedIn, the Twitter, or the Facebook. And if you are in X at the space, thanks guys for being here. Make sure that if you want to be a part of the conversation, you raise your hand, join us, and let's chat today about some crypto myths.
Did Jackson come back?
Yeah, he came back. Did I leave?
You left the part of the
Did I leave everybody hanging there? My bad. My bad.
Yeah, you never told anybody if Jackson made it back or not. You were just like, yeah, and I went to sleep, and then we just went about our day.
Yeah, no. So when Whitney came down, like obviously like the 4 or 5 calls, and obviously like the more and more frustrated my calls got, he probably understood like, I got him. He's so annoyed. And then as soon as Whitney came down, she was just like, Jackson, and he just came like running right in. And I thought he was my I thought he was my guy. Like, that's J-Man's my dude. Like, that's J-Man. J-Man's my dude. But no longer, it's my wife's dog. Obviously, he doesn't even respond to me anymore.
He's out.
He's out.
Or he knew that you were upset, and he's like, I'm going to give him a second to cool down. I'm not going to come right away. I'm going to give him a minute, let him kind of simmer down. And if my mom comes out, then I know I'm safe.
That's just, it's bogus. But that's where we are. It's where we are in the hierarchy of things, is that I'm dad. That's it. Dad is just there to get mad, and no one responds. It's for my own benefit not to get mad anymore, because no one's going to care. It's just me who cares.
Yeah, you're the disciplinary, and you're the fun one though too. You have to remember that you're always going to be the fun one. Like, nobody's ever in a million years has came home and said, or been in the car and been like, I can't wait to get home and play with mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. We play games.
Yikes.
We roll around. Yeah.
Moms are great too, but dad life is hard, man. Straight up. Dad life's tough. I'm with you.
Yeah, it's a good segue into today's really what the topic of today we're going to talk about. Dad's the myth that being a dad is easy, right? It's different. Being a mom is not easy either. No, whatever. That's a terrible segue. My bad. But I want to talk about crypto myths. Listen, ChatGPT. I couldn't think of anything to talk about important. Obviously, the ETF, the bump, the dump, all that stuff, the correction, the dip, yada yada yada. That's happening everywhere. Let's talk about something different today. Crypto myths. ChatGPT helped me with this one.
Hell yeah!
I thought it would be interesting.
Hell
right?
Yeah!
Like what are some misconceptions about Web3?
The biggest one that comes to me, man, and it's the one that just drives me nuts when people are like, yo, crypto's only used for drugs and money laundering. That's the one that drives me nuts. I'm like, well, what did they use before crypto, do you believe? And they're like, well, they were using money. I'm like, yeah, they still use money. Like, it didn't change. Like, nothing has changed. Do I look really bright on the screen to you?
You look clear. I mean, you look Your camera looks fantastic. You do not look pixelated. You're
Okay.
well lit. Maybe that was the problem the whole time, is that you weren't lit well enough. So the camera was a little, because I've seen that. I've seen that happen.
Okay. All right. It's just driving me nuts. I feel like I'm like a glowworm over here. I'm just like all shiny and stuff.
Let's bring you up. Let's bring you up full screen.
That's a myth.
Let's see. I did that wrong. Let's go like that. There we go.
Shiny.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Heck
let me.
yeah.
Here's the deal. If y'all are watching over on the YouTube, or you know what, no matter where you're watching, what we need is a little support from you, right? So if you are watching over on the YouTube, smash that like real quick. Doesn't cost anything. If you're watching on LinkedIn, I don't know what you do on LinkedIn, to be perfectly honest with you. I feel like we're doing that to be professional, even though this show is far from it most of the time. You know, you got to have that LinkedIn presence, because that's where the business is. And you know, obviously you could like and retweet anything that's happening, or repost on X. Oh, and if you're listening in the space, which, I mean, there's about at least, I mean, we could compete with Mario right now. We got at least 500,000 in the Twitter space right now. So
Slammed in there.
slammed. I mean,
I don't even know if there's any. I don't even know there's space left, to be honest with you.
we got all,
B seats.
we got all of Twitter, man. We got capacity of all of Twitter going today here at Web3 Breakfast.
Yeah, you know, and you know, I'm gonna send some invites to some of our friends. I see Mike down there. I see they want to come up and join us. Yo, oh, there's Matt. Hey, what up, Bobcat? I see you. What's up, family?
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, so these crypto myths.
Yeah.
Right. That was mine. You know what I'm saying? You didn't like or dislike my crypto myth. You just kind of glazed right over.
Well, because listen, man, like we're not there yet. Like I didn't want to get into it. Like you shot your butt too early, to be perfectly honest with you.
Thank you for that. Yeah. Thank you for that. It happens. Yeah. You know what I mean? Being a dad is tough. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love it. I love you, man. Good morning, guys. Yeah, make sure that you do retweet out the space. Let's bring some more people in here. And yeah, if you want to be a part of the conversation, make sure you raise your hand. That's the one thing that we love here at Web3 Breakfast, is that everybody's opinion matters. We just have the one rule. It's don't be a douchebag. Other than that, everybody's more than welcome. And we will get into our workout at 9:30. And so let's have a song prepared. 7. We need a 7 original.
Ooh.
What?
You heard me.
Yeah, we need a song from now to then.
Oh my.
Nah, just kidding. That'd be dope though. He could do it though. Like he could do it.
Wouldn't that be something? If you like started, if you started working, no, between now and 15 minutes, if we just left you alone for 15 minutes, could you create a?
I'm done.
Yes, that's a yes.
I'm done. I'm already done.
Perfect.
He's already got one.
There you go.
15 minutes. You want a workout song in 15 minutes? Hold on 1 second.
I love this.
This is gonna be so dope. I mean, because like he's, for those of you who haven't had an opportunity to actually hang out with 74K like in person, he is extremely talented. Like, can whip up a song in a matter of seconds, hook, chorus, the doggone melody and everything. So it's a lot of fun. We have you remember our ride back from Miami, or even in Miami? We have we worked on probably 30 songs, probably.
Oh man,
at least.
I'm telling you what, we got an album coming out. Sometime 2026. That's the second one. We have to do the debut album. We have to have our debut album, and then our sophomore album, and then that one will be like, that's our, like, listen, we done made it. Turbo made it at that point.
Yep.
And so that's when we release the fun one. So that's our third.
So be on the lookout, 2026 for sure.
We got to release one album every year. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, we could definitely do it too.
Got a question.
Definitely do that.
Got a question from Kryptonite. You guys miming grass. You boys miming grass. I don't know what that means. I assume there's 2 grasses that I know about. There's weed, and then there's your lawn. You mow grass. I don't think that you misspelled mowing grass. Could be a game. Mining. It could have been mining grass.
Grass.
I heard myself.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Damn it, my bad. I was checking the YouTube to make sure they could hear us. Okay. All right.
Oh, perfect. I would say mining grass. I would like to know more. Is this a game? Token? Let's learn more about. Drop us more info, Crypto Night. That would be great. Please and thank you. There we go.
Yo, GM,
What up,
GM. Not much, man. Just getting back in the swing of things. Christmas vacation is done. Back at work. Lack of sleep is here.
One of us.
Absolutely.
One of us.
Absolutely. I feel like this is, I was talking to Wit on the way in, and you were, saying like, this is that time. This is that time. And I said, unfortunately, you're going to see a little bit less of me, but there's a reason for it, and that, it will benefit everyone. And I feel like, and all, and that was the whole point of like why I even woke up late. Not only was the dog, but I went to bed late because we're all going to a little bit later right now, whether we're in the casinos. You guys, if you're watching the nightly live stream, hey, did you see that 150% boom like that? What was it? Our crypto kit, not crypto kitties. What was it? Something kitties.
Star
Cats, baby.
I was literally just checking to see. You didn't check the Star Cat this morning?
No, I forgot.
I know
to check
you
it.
did.
I forgot to check it. Honestly,
Damn
I didn't
it.
have time. I didn't even get to turn my computer on at home. It was just a shower, get ready, go out the door.
Yeah, I just checked. It's $38.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so much fun, dude. That thing just started ripping at the right time.
Yeah,
Unlike every other one that just like goes down.
Did for those who didn't see the stream last night, make sure you go back and definitely check it out. But we $20 $20 in. We got $20 out. That thing was still kind of moving afterwards. I was so sick, bro. Like after you closed out, because I was like, take your double, and then it just kept going. I was like, oh.
I took the double though.
I hate that stuff.
I got it for $4. So we put in $20 and we pulled out 45. So quick dubski, in and out. If that's the kind of action you're into, make sure you guys check out Turbo and I's nightly live stream. What?
Nope. I'm gonna keep it clean this morning because you were just
What
saying.
time did you guys do the live stream last
in and
night?
out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got you.
Yeah.
So right now, we're kind of like trying some different times out. So we did, let's see, 8 p.m. Eastern on Monday or Tuesday, excuse me, 8 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern last night. That seemed to work out better than 8. So if it's going to be night, it'll be there. So maybe we finish out the rest of the week at that time frame. And then next week might try something more in the afternoon. The whole idea though is the one thing I've got to keep in mind is obviously you want to keep things as consistent as possible. And with getting ready to move to Nashville, I think probably in a couple of months, I've got to be kind of cognizant of where I'm going to place it time wise so that it fits my schedule in the central time zone when we get there. Because believe it or not, Nashville is on central time zone.
Are you guys keeping the Web3 breakfast the same time Eastern?
Golly, man.
It's only 8. It's 8 here. So
it's 8 here, and so
not,
usually, so
it's not hateful.
I like my routine wants me at my station like an hour before the show, right? That's like where I feel comfortable, and so like that means that I have to be like to the studio by 7, and I assume I'll be like 30 minutes away, right? So that means I'd have to leave my house by 6:30 to do that, which I don't mind. And I could also just do it from my house like there, which I've also, built a thing now to do that where I am now in Georgia. So like if I do decide to do the show here and then come to the studio to do the rest of the day, like I can do that. So maybe that's better that I, run the show at home 8 to 9 and then just be on with my day. Leave the house, have breakfast with the family, and then leave the house. That might be the perfect solution, is just to keep it at.
You can do it in your PJs.
He is in his PJs.
I'm actually wearing jeans. Now, this shirt is a comfy, like, I could wear this, like, fleecy thing to bed. I could. But I am wearing jeans today. Jeans and J's.
Jeans and Jay and Jeans. That could be like your on the street personality show. Jay and Jeans, crypto on the streets.
Hey, welcome to Jay and Jeans. Today, I see you wearing some Levi's. What do you know about Bitcoin? They're like, what are you talking about? Dude, that
Only
is...
if they're skinny jeans.
All right. The other, was this where, I think this is when we were on our way to Miami. We were putting together like a starter pack. I put this into my Amazon cart and I was going to take a picture. I'm pretty sure this is when we were going there. And it was Jinko jeans. It was Jinko jeans. It was an Ed Hardy t-shirt and a Von Dutch hat.
Yeah.
And
bro, I have my head. Oh god, I'm sorry.
No, I was saying, and I honestly thought about where ordering that, and then like that could be J Chains. It's just like,
oh golly.
And you know, and I would frost my tips too. So for when that Von Dutch hat came off.
My lord, I haven't seen Ed Hardy stuff in so long.
I know.
I gotta make that stuff.
You can get
take it easy. Take it easy. I just got a brand new Ed Hardy hoodie, and this kid was like, "Man, I ain't seen an Ed Hardy shirt in years." I was like, I just gleamed at him. I actually turned around and I said, "Are you complimenting me or insulting me?" He said, "Oh no, man, I'm complimenting you. I hadn't seen one." I was like, "Oh, guys, want to be clear where this was at." That's my favorite question to ask people, like when they say crazy stuff to me, like, "Are you complimenting me or insulting me?" So it happens regularly, and it's my fault. I shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't wear shoes that look like Sonic's, tennis shoes and make people ask me or say crazy things. It's just what I like. And then, I don't know.
James.
I was looking over here. Are you following anything on the Pixelmon game at all?
That's
they have like a token
so
as well.
Pixelmon, that was the one that was what's his name? The dinosaur, Jeffrey, but that's not it. What's the name of it?
Did he start off?
You talking about Barney?
No,
no,
Jeffrey or whatever that green dinosaur NFT was. That was just terrible.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Oh come on, everybody knows.
It might have
someone come up here and that's in the Twitter the X space. What was the name of that NFT collection? It was like hype. It was you had to do that stupid whitelist hype. And then when it came out, it was like a fucking drawing that like a kindergartner could do. And it was like a lizard or a dinosaur or whatever. What Steven?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Jeffrey, someone please knows. Someone knows this.
Okay, let's see. Meme dinosaur. I don't even know how we even want to find this.
Not Kenny.
Not Kenny.
Come on, someone knows.
It's just
unless you guys just love watching me struggle.
The next 40 minutes is us just yelling names. Ralph.
Oh God.
Benny. I have no way to figure. Jeffrey sounds the closest. That's not it. Damn it. Can't go on the show without it.
Okay, I'm gonna make this a minute long, but let it play all the way through.
Okay. For the did you
for the workout beat? Yeah, for the workout beat. I'll send it to who do you want me to send it to? It's gonna be a Dropbox link.
Send it to me. Send it to can you put it in
I can put it in the chat.
In X.
You want it on X? Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, cool.
So who went shopping yesterday for some coins?
So we did. So that was great. We talked about that last night on the stream. Okay, really quick. Do I have the let me go back to stream here really quick. And then let me make this. If you're watching, what is this thing's name? I can't find the name of it. But that was it. Like that was the NFT that thing was like. I just can't remember the name, and it doesn't say anything online what the name was. So if you know the name of that, let me know, because it's going to drive me crazy.
Dude, I had no idea he started off
Kevin.
in Pixelmon.
Is
That
it
is
Kevin?
crazy.
No.
Kevin. It's Kevin.
Is it
Kevin? Kevin. It's Kevin. Kevin.
Fucking Kevin, man. What are we gonna do about that?
Fucking Kevin.
Oh man. All right, let's see. Let's go back into since how we got out of here. All right. What were we were talking about something else. Kevin, yep.
We were talking about shopping. You were talking about
yeah.
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So for the Web3 breakfast portfolio, we did make a couple additions. And so we ended up adding let's see, let me go to the Web3 breakfast portfolio here. We added more immutable, which is up. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. We added more immutable. We added one more alluvium. We added the 12 avalanche that we bought live on the stream. We got a bag of ultra. And then I effed up royally because I meant to pick up a bag of beam and I did not. And we used all of our ETH. We've got like $200 in ETH, and we need to save some of that shit for gas to be able to do things and stuff. And so
I think beam is mineable, is it not?
If it is, we need to set up a mining rig and mine it.
I'm gonna check that out right now. Hold on.
Yeah, and Canadian. Can I mine off my gaming PC?
Hell, you should be able to.
You can. Depends on what you're mining. Like I know when I'm not playing big time, I'm mining Reptorium with my CPU, and I'm mining Radiant with my graphic card.
Bro, if you could, if you have time and we could get on a call and you could help me, that would be so great, man. I would be
No
great.
problem. That's my secondary thing. Is I'm a miner.
Oh shit.
Yep.
My God.
Somebody give me a hard head. Yeah,
I was mining before I was in Web3 gaming.
Oh well, that's good to know, man.
Which one do you like better?
Well, mining is automated, so it's kind of passively through stuff, and then actively playing video games, spending time there.
Oh yeah.
Like my Bitcoin miners are up in Texas right now.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, so that's what we had. Anybody else add some and some stuff to their portfolio? I was really excited to I'm just opening this thing up for the first time today. It's nice to see Alluvium up.
I did get
6%. Immutable up 5.5 of that. What were you gonna say, Turbo?
I did get something.
You got that CSC or whatever, right? Like the
yes, Psy. Oh yeah, that Psy, dude. $23 right now. I'm up on that bad boy.
Yeah, baby.
Staked away. I got so nervous last night because like before I went to bed, I wanted to check it, like because I have it staked, and this is that's part of my routine now. I like to go over and just give it a little gander. Could not log in to the wallet. Like all the buttons were off. Oh my gosh, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I don't know how I'm gonna get this back if this thing has shut down.
That'll make your heart go boom, 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 boom.
But it's all good. You know what I mean? Made about $23 on there right now. You know what I'm saying? Just those small wins. It's
Absolutely.
the small victories, man.
So
like, dude, that is, and it's good for your mental health too. You know what I mean? Just seeing like those little, even your $20 last night. You know what I'm saying? Like
150%. It was 25 to me.
Yep.
I mean, like, don't change me off on the $5, man. Come on.
Yeah, but you had to pay some. You had to pay some fees. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was Solana, man. It was pennies.
Things.
Pennies, baby.
I know.
Nothing. That's what I love. I am just like so done with Ethereum. Like I know, like there's big things coming. Gasless is coming, and you know what else is coming? Some of these hands. I forgot that we got to get to some hands. It was like I'm just looking at you. I just wasn't looking down at the space.
I got one quick update. Beam is mineable. A 3080 Ti will net you about 34 cents a day in profit.
34 cents.
Oh hell yeah!
Let's get some of that shit set up.
You know, I just want to say one thing about the gas fees things, and we'll pass it over to these hands here, bro. I used to like kind of feel like paying gas fees was like a badge of honor. Like I felt like that was like now that I'm really like in these other chains. I've just been wasting money. I'm not sure who was first, Marauder or Jake. Actually, you know, I do know who was first because Marauder came up first, and then Jake. Because I was thinking, like, man, I feel like I know Jake in real life. Yo, what's up, Marauder?
What's up, guys? GM.
GM fan.
I know the workout's coming here soon, so I'll be quick. But you were talking about what tokens we were allocating, or if we got any extra pickups on this dip, and I just added more of everything pretty much, like Avalanche, Immutable X. I went ahead and picked up some Cetify fund as well, some S funds, just because I didn't have much exposure to it, so I went ahead and just like increased my exposure. I know they're like popping all over the timeline and stuff, and they got the whole SeaWorld happening, and I was like, okay, well maybe I need some allocation to this. So I decided to grab a little bit of that. I got more Shrapnel, of course. That's all like my Web3 gaming stuff. But I just wanted to touch base on. I have a couple of normie friends that they buy crypto just like based on like the fact that I buy it. They're just like, oh yeah, like we'll just buy it on Coinbase, and they don't delve deeper into it. So of course, when this crazy dip happens, I get an angry text message. They're like, dude, why don't you tell me to sell, man? It's like it's all going down, and I'm just like, dude, just stop. I was like, this is like it's on sale, man. This is clearance. It's like think of buy one get one. That's what's happening right now. And they just don't understand, man. They don't understand. So I'm happy you guys noticed the dip, and I'm happy you guys, added some more to your portfolio like me.
Hell yeah. And you know what I'm excited about learning? I'm excited to learn that Marauder programs the language for ChatGPT.
Yeah.
You use the word delve, and the only time I've ever heard the word delve is through ChatGPT. So you have to be smart like an AI bot.
I'm shocked you caught on to that. I'm really shocked you caught on to that. Yeah, I'm actually the guy who made ChatGPT. I created it. So
nice.
It's out and about now.
There you go. Get out of the way, Sam Altman.
Delve was his signature. That was his signature. You put in there.
That's literally my coded signature in the program.
What you didn't know is that you also created that word, delve.
What up, Jake?
Good morning. What's up, guys?
GM.
What up, bro?
I had a question for what's the name, Modern Canadian, because he was talking about mining, and I was curious on your personal rig with your CPU and GPU mining. Is the yield even worth it? Like, versus how much power you're using throughout the day, and like, what's the load on your CPU? Like and your GPU? Like, how taxing is it, and how much life are you getting out of your like hardware because of what you're doing?
So I'm not so much sure about the CPUs. For the GPUs, mining really does not put a strain on your graphic card. That's a myth. Like I'm mining Radiant, and my 3080 Ti is using like 50 watts. So it's putting peanuts for load on the GPU. Now the CPU, as long as you keep your temperatures, it's better because like hardware, like electric hardware wants to be warm. What's actually more wearing on your hardware is when you turn it off and it cools down and then it heats up, and then it cools down and then it heats up. But computer hardware is meant to run at an operating temperature consistently. So it's actually better to run it at the operating temperature consistently than warm, cold, warm, cold. That's where you get micro cracks.
All right, that makes sense. I actually didn't know that going up and down in your temperatures was actually what hurt your GPU so much, but it makes sense because of the metal, wearing over time because the.
Think of any product, any thing that you use, hot and cold. What's going to happen is going to get brittle over time. Plastic does the same thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. But addressing the other thing, are you getting much, like, is the yield worth it? Like, or how much are you getting a day versus, like, how much your power bill's going up versus trying to do it?
Yeah, so running mining as a business, you get to write off the expense of your hydro, so I just mitigate that against my taxes. Right now, like, honestly, it's not, GPU mining is not profitable, like, very much, like, very, very small profits right now, but we're looking for the future. Like, I'm holding everything I mine. I pay the hydro bill out of pocket. The CPU mining is more of like a speculative thing for me. I'm mining Reptorium, which is, it's kind of a shit coin, but who knows? Like, it was at 7 cents last bull market. I got like making 1,000 Reptorium a day. So it's more of like a speculative thing. It doesn't use a whole lot of power. Maybe like I got like 5 or 6 rigs, maybe running about like 600 watts. So it's very minuscule, but again, you get to write those off on your taxes. So you just deduct it from your overall tax and you keep more of your earned income.
All right, cool. Thanks for the information.
No problem. Anytime.
Nice.
All right.
Well, I know. Is Coach got anything to say?
He just dropped the weights.
He's on voice isolation mode.
Oh, there it is. I heard that. Oh shit! Let's go.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Well, thanks, Coach. We got it. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Coach. All right. You know what that means. When you hear Coach blow the whistle, that means it's time to work out. Because we got to have healthy minds, healthy bodies, and healthy portfolios. And so every day, halfway through the show, or somewhere about, seeing as how we're not quite there, where we'll figure it out today, it's time to do our workout. Now, this is very special because we gave, and 74K, well, you want to set this up. All right. I'm going to let you talk.
Oh, no, I just wanted to let you know. I wanted everybody to know that I did make the deadline. I sent the link right at 9:31.
It is locked and loaded into the road. We are ready to go. This is our new workout song. Is 7 put this together in 15 minutes. So here it is. I hope you enjoy it. This is all of our first time hearing it. This is going to be a banger. We know that. All right, time to get up, get that blood pumping, get that heart rate going, baby. Oh yeah, let's go.
That had a nice 007.
Oh.
That was fire.
Wow, bro.
Bam,
That's.
bam, 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 bam.
I think we're gonna. Hopefully, we'll see some people freestyle to that pretty soon because that's fucking sick. Nice job, Seven. Whew.
Thanks, guys. Hope you
God
enjoyed your workout.
mode initiated.
Yeah. I just want to
Hell
keep
yeah.
listening to
I
it.
just. Bam, 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 bam. I know now it's gonna be stuck. This horn's gonna be stuck in my head all day. Yo, Carrie, I'm loving the PFP, bro. That thing look wild.
Yeah, thanks, man. Can you hear me, or am I sounding like shit?
No, you sound great.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's I don't know if I got a chance to explain the PFP. It's there's a contest running this month for by the NBA's club. I know Corey hates this fucking thing. He doesn't like the sideways profile. It drives him crazy. Or he just doesn't like my red skin and he's a racist. But otherwise, it's a generative but non what do you call it, derivative project out of Canada based on NBA culture, and yeah, they're doing some giveaways where they just give away little bags of ETH and other PFPs that let you enter into contests to try to win skyboxes and shit. So it's a really cool project, man. The guys that it's run by a family, a guy I know, Chris, and his wife Nikki, and their kids do the art. It's a pretty cool project, man. Yeah, so that's that. I just want to give a shout out to Moran J. Tripp down there in the audience. I don't know if he's ever been into the Breakfast Club before, but he's got a YouTube channel that I follow where he does a segment, Where's the Money At? If you haven't given him a follow, go down there and check him out.
I don't like that smug look.
That smug look. They all look smug. That's the NBA way, man.
Yeah, shouts out to Jay Tripp, man. We shot him a request, man. Feel free to come up, bro. We'd love to meet you. Any friend of Carrie is a friend of ours.
Facts.
You know, and what were you gonna say to Carrie? What chain? That's what it was. What chain?
Yeah, what chain?
Did we ever get to that?
It's on ETH.
Okay.
Okay, hell yeah. Don't buy one, Jay. You don't like NFTs, so don't buy one. Okay. Don't come over there.
You know what? I gotta check and see. Listen, I'm We talked about this the last night on the show. I got to look and see if my mutant sold.
Let's go.
Nope.
Yo, what up, Jay? Welcome to the Web3 Breakfast, man. How's things going?
What's good? What's good? Good morning, man. This is literally my first time coming to J Chain's live, and then, you know what I'm saying, I hopped in here as soon as I hopped in here, y'all showing love. Like I really just saw it on my timeline. Somebody retweeted, maybe Carrie retweeted it. Appreciate the shout out. And I was, you know, just listening in, brushing my teeth on my morning stuff. So it was the perfect time, morning breakfast club. It's the morning. I want to hear some crypto talk, man. Shout out to the love that I got from just walking in the room. Like, I really appreciate that. And I'm just here to, you know what I'm saying, listen to the information, man. You know, that's what I'm about. Like you said, I got a YouTube and I just promote, crypto safety. You know what I'm saying? If I had to wrap it up, crypto safety, we talk a little noise and we yada yada. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out. And I want to listen to the information that everybody got to drop this morning.
Oh man, absolutely, man. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. I think it's great that you're here for for this kind of conversation today. You know, we got through really just kind of hanging out and shooting the breeze for the first half of the show, and for this next little bit, talking about crypto myths. And so I think crypto safety and security kind of plays into that in some extent, right? That not only is your crypto, we'll figure out ways to bring all this around here in a second here. But I know that this all fits in the conversation. We got Kerry with his hand up, and then Mike, go ahead.
Yo, so, okay, I'm going to maybe start off with a little myth. This one got me when I was very first getting in, but like well before I bought my first cold storage wallet. But it took me a little bit of time to wrap my walnut around the idea that when you say you're sending your shit to cold storage, you're not sending your shit to the cold storage. You're sending it. It's staying on the internet, right? All your cash stays on the internet. This just provides a safe storage space for your private keys. That is all. If somebody gets access to those private keys, your shit will be taken from the internet.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's the number one myth that I like, because I thought, surely I'm copying the coins themselves onto this device and they're going to be safe there. But no, that ain't how it works. So just in case you didn't know, now you know.
Terry, you're right. Terry was right, Jay. He was right. He was like, hey, Shirley, you know about that cold storage? I was like, yeah, I do. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Bye, Terry. I love you.
It's always way too early for Shirley. My goodness.
Oh, too fucking early for Shirley.
Ugh. Shirley. And Shirley.
I thought you had called for her, Kerry. That's my bad.
We love, listen. We love Aunt Shirley. Don't get us wrong. We love our Aunt Shirley, but it is just always at breakfast time. It is way too early for Shirley. She should come to the night show. She'd be really good at the night show.
I'll see what she's doing.
Maybe. Actually,
okay,
no.
I'll see what she's up to.
No, that's...
Jay recalled that shit so fast.
And
like,
no, Shirley's not degen enough to make the night show.
We should have it to where Shirley does like she does like the middle of the day like update, like just one little quick 15-second. Hey, it's Shirley. I got that one thing and all this other stuff. Like, who knows what she says?
Pumpers of the day.
Yeah,
pumpers. What's cooking?
What's cooking with Shirley? What's cooking with Shirley?
Hell yeah. Sorry to derail the whole thing, Kerry. Thank you for that, Kerry, because now we've just invented another thing. But you're absolutely right, though, about that. 100% of what you were saying. I'm sorry to completely derail the conversation. my bad. Sorry, Jay, for your first time being here. This happens. Yo, Modern, what's going on, family?
Yeah, I was just going to talk in regards to security there. When you send coins through your cold storage, yeah, it definitely isn't actually going there. The coins are stored on the network, and your wallet is your hook on the network to show your balance. Yeah, I'm done with MetaMask. Like, I got drained on Christmas Eve.
Oh,
so
no.
Be safe out there. Yeah. I lost about like $700 worth of big time because I had it's called a sweeper bot. So be careful with the transactions that you guys are signing, because they were just every time I sent ETH in, they would take the ETH right out. So I couldn't get my big time out. Oh. And then later on, half an hour later, they ended up sending ETH in and taking my big time out. So be safe out there.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I remember you you were putting that in the Web3 breakfast chat. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's the stuff that pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's silly. That someone was, anytime that you tried to fix your situation, like there's no way to fix it though, right? There's no way to change your seed phrase to lock someone out?
Yeah, no, they got access to my private keys and they were able to make transactions on my behalf. I did some research on it. I honestly, a little PSA, I only ever used that wallet for in and out. I only used it for big time. The only other thing I did on it was that Retro Raccoons NFT sale. So mints, so just be careful. I'm not saying the project is bad. I know they had an issue with their mints. So just if anybody was on that Retro Raccoons mints, just be careful with your MetaMask.
Dang it.
Were you on it?
I got freaking, yes. Damn it. You're talking the Retro Raccoons?
Yeah. So when they did the free mint, they had an issue with bots at the beginning and they had to remint the free mints. So I think those bots were still on my MetaMask because that's the only like vulnerability I can think of because that's the only other transaction I ever signed on that wallet. So just be safe out there. Like maybe it might be better just make a new MetaMask because it's super easy and then just send your stuff over there.
What is the what's that site for revoking all of the all of your authorizations?
Revoke.cash.
Revoke.cash.
Yeah, can I insert in something right here?
Yeah, go ahead.
That would be really helpful for everyone.
Yes.
Is if you guys are not familiar with this, you need to have it. I learned this one from AJ. There's a program, it's an antivirus called D.Fi. You can connect your wallets to it and you can actually scan your whole entire wallet and see if there's any suspicious contracts on there and actually revoke them from that website. It is amazing.
That's fantastic. It just sucks that
If you don't mind, can you send me a link for that, please?
I can, yeah. I'm driving to work, so if you could DM me and I can like link you up with it. They have a Twitter profile. I can try to post it.
Are you in
Jacob? Before I get off, but
Jacob, I'm gonna invite you into the Web3 Breakfast group. This way you can share it with everybody over there. If that's all right with you.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, cool. Thank you, sir.
And Murata.
Yeah, dude, I was just going to touch on that security point as well as talk about a crypto myth that I have, kind of like a hot take. But first and foremost, modern Canadian, dude, we need to link up on Big Time. I'm starting to play Big Time, and it's a lot of fun. So you need to hit me up, shoot me a DM or something.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, man. Aside from that, MetaMask has I don't know if they have a built-in feature for you to revoke permissions, but I know Phantom does. Phantom Wallet has a built-in feature where you literally just go on the wallet and you can like see what your wallet's connected to and just like revoke permissions from the wallet. It's really nice. So if you're not using Phantom, highly recommend. Phantom's the shit. But yeah, crypto myth of mine, I would say, and it's I don't know, it's kind of a hot take just because a lot of people believe in the future of like being decentralized and everything. I don't think we're going to see a lot of decentralization in the future. No. Like, I just don't I don't think we are. Like, we're going to have like the same thing that we have now, but with like a hint, like a sprinkle of decentralization on there, or it's like you own your stuff now, which is nice. And you have the option to own your stuff, but a lot of people are going to flock to like central intermediaries and just like 100%. Use them still. Exactly. Because like, last time I checked, people didn't get more responsible,
Yeah, dude, that's a great point.
Exactly. I mean, people don't want responsibility. They don't want to manage their private keys. They don't want to worry about all this shit. They just want to trade tokens and own NFTs, and that's it, dude. They don't play some games.
They don't even want to do that for the most part. Like, that's the thing. It's gonna
literally.
Everything is gonna be. There will be some maybe sense of decentralization, and for the people who want that and will flock to it, 100%. But centralization will always rule because of what you just said. Is that people need to be told what to do. That's
literally. I mean, like taking the money, the power of like controlling the money out of the hands of like the Federal Reserve. That's nice. I would love for that to happen. I think with Bitcoin, we are pulling some power away from them and like making them realize, hey, listen, we have this like escape hatch essentially. I think they're going to co-opt it though, in a sense. Like I could see like backing the US dollar on against commodities again, like gold and like Bitcoin. But I don't see like Bitcoin replacing the dollar. I just see it like enhancing it, if that makes sense.
What if
what if
the US government was Satoshi like people think, right? And this whole thing was the long play to get that turned into the currency, which I don't believe. I don't believe it.
If that was the case, though, like, why would they make it so decentralized and like immutable? You know, like they have no control over
so
this
that
thing.
nobody could take control of it while the plan was being exexecuted. Then
that would mean that I'm sorry for cutting you off, but
no, you're fine, because they are the largest.
This is a fantastic theory.
The government, the U.S. government's the largest holder of Bitcoin in the world. The U.S. government is. Like, we know that. So
wait, are they? What's their bag like?
Well, at one point, unless they've sold it all off.
Well, I think Tim Draper buy a ton off the government? He bought a big chunk of it off the government.
Back in the day, yes. Actually, that's a great question. We got to figure out now how much does the
I remember. I think it was Tim Draper, but the U.S. government seized a bunch of Silk Road Bitcoin, and then they sold it off at like a huge discount to someone. And I think it was Tim Draper. And then I know they seized more, but I don't know if they still have it, because like people track their wallet.
As of October 23rd, 2023, they're reporting 200,000 Bitcoin worth $5 billion.
I think, doesn't MicroStrategy have more than that, or they almost have that much?
Like right now they are. I think they just passed them.
With that new purchase that he made the other day.
Yeah, so MicroStrategy is one of the biggest holders.
That's interesting.
The next Warren Buffett.
And I do see Jay has his hand up as well. Jay, you want to jump in?
Oh yeah. I just wanted to just piggyback off that last point, because at the beginning he said, people just want to buy their coins and their NFTs, and that right there is a true testament to how early we still are. Because I mean, that's the famous buzzword inside the community. We're still early. But why are we still early? To that point that he just mentioned, like, NFTs are extremely difficult to get in out of. Somebody just mentioned their MetaMask that you have to log on to another website, confirm the transaction. We're used to it because we're in the game and we're crypto heads. That's what we do. But the general public, that's not something that they want to do yet. So we're still at a point where everything is extremely clunky and extremely difficult to interact with. So yes, we are still extremely early in this entire space as a whole, because once we get to the point where people don't know or care what the technology is doing in the background, yes, we care about blockchain because we're nerds, but our grandmas aren't buying NFTs yet. And when the general public gets to the point where it's so streamlined and so easy that they don't care what's going on, that's when we'll have, or I can comfortably say we're at mainstream adoption. That was my point one. And point two, real quick. We still don't know who created it, so it could be the FBI who created Bitcoin.
It could be. You never know. I'd like to think no, but it could be the long con. They knew, we got to shift this thing digital, so let's get in the game early and set it and forget it, and then come back and take control.
We'll make a CBDC. They don't think it's a CBDC. It's the ultimate rug pull.
Ultimate. That's the at the end of the day.
Hell yeah.
At the end of the day, the biggest myth in crypto is Bitcoin. That is literally the biggest crypto.
Right.
The biggest myth that we have. Like, what?
It is mythical. It has mythical origins. So I would say it's mythical.
Okay, I like that. Unicorns and Bitcoin. Turbo's favorite things.
It's like the biggest mystery in the world, man. Like, name one biggest, like, DB Cooper. Like, name a bigger conspiracy than who the fuck is Satoshi, man. That's like one of the, that's a top tier, god tier.
Nope. Here, if I had to make a choice,
don't say the ice wall.
Oh, buddy. Don't you even worry about what I'm going to say, because here's the
deal.
We
go. Fired up.
Here's the deal. If I had to choose one thing that would say I was dying tomorrow, and it was know the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto or go to the ice wall, I'm fucking going to the ice wall, man. Who cares? Who cares about it? Let him be anonymous or synonymous or whatever. I want to go see the ice wall. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, at least it's a nice view.
Yeah, dude. Hopefully they give me a nice, like a supersonic chopper ride. That would be probably sick to my stomach, but that would be fun.
Keep your grades up.
Stay in school, buddy.
Yo, Colin, what's up, my guy?
Not much. Been a interesting break. doing some interesting. We're installing a bunch of towers, so that's kind of fun. But
Nice.
I saw your all's topic, and I was just going to listen in, but I'm afraid I have to jump in and throw some poo. So first thing I'm going to have everybody do is go over to DeFi Llama and look at the total market cap, not market cap, but the total liquidity on the CEXs of Bitcoin, and it's less than $1 billion, right? So if you just go over, DeFi Llama has it there, and all the liquidity on all the centralized exchanges is less than $1 billion. So that drop that we saw a couple days ago was somebody pulling $100 million out, which isn't very much if you look at the global scope of finance. The next thing you'll do is, and if you want to do it, you can go step by step.
I'm following along. I am on the CX transparency right now. I'm following along.
Same. Hell
right.
yeah.
So the next thing is,
I should pull this
if
up
you
for
look
everybody.
at there's 6 point something Bitcoin released every 10 minutes, right? Because of the way their blockchain works and their emissions. And that might change to the halvening. I'm not sure exactly when that happens. But if you just do the math out, every month, Ant Farm and Foundry and the other one that is part of the 75% of centralized Bitcoin, they all get more than the current liquidity on all of the centralized exchanges every month, like are emitted. And that's more than the total liquidity on all of the centralized exchanges. So I'm just going to throw that out there, not make any conclusions, but you guys can all kind of do the math there. And then the third part is, I already mentioned it, Foundry, Ant Farm, the other, I forgot the other one, it's off the top of my head, but there's basically 3 centralized exchanges that own 75% of the hash rate. About
That's too cool.
And cool. They own 75% of the hash rate. So basically, we are 2 guns to the head away from a fork in Bitcoin. So
Bitcoin's a shit coin. Bitcoin's a shit coin. Bitcoin's a shit coin.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, and that's my opinion, is Bitcoin's the first meme coin. They can't change it. They can't do anything with it. They can't alter it. What value is it ever going to bring to the average person out there, the 99% of people who are not in crypto?
But my ordinals and my Bitcoin coins.
This is the last cycle that Bitcoin is going to be the number one coin. And it's going to go to other chains who...
Facts. I do not doubt that XRP, that what's going to happen is, obviously, as much as you hate Ethereum, if it does get the improvement and it does go gasless and all of that craziness happens, it becomes the enterprise level solution globally, all that stuff. That has the potential to definitely be the number one market cap by a long shot. And then obviously all the VC money and other money going into like XRP and Solana, that they become 1 and 2. And I think Bitcoin, as great as it is, just like gold to many people, as great as it is, it's not the number one asset in the world, is it? It's not, right?
No,
it's in top 10.
Yeah,
top 10 market cap.
So like Bitcoin will be in the top 10. It'll be in the top 10, like that, like whatever. But it's not like, that's not going to, like, the currency and all that shit that everybody wants it to be. It's not what it's going to be. Store value. That's it.
That's the point. Is it's not like you look at the actual liquidity behind Bitcoin. It's less than $1 billion. Where is it all? What's it all doing? I mean,
I think isn't like a lot of it stored. Like people don't like spend their Bitcoin; they just like keep it.
Right. No, that's exactly the
nobody
problem.
wants to be the next Laszlo. Nobody wants to spend Bitcoin on a fucking pizza, and then it, like, now all of a sudden it's like,
I wouldn't say it's a problem. That's sorry, go for it.
No, you're good. Go.
I was going to mention, like, Colin said it was a problem. I don't think it's a problem necessarily. Like, if you're looking to trade Bitcoin, yeah, but like what a lot of people do is they just hold on to their Bitcoin. So what that does is when you're not trading it, it just adds to its scarcity level. So like the more scarce it's going to get, the more valuable it's going to get if there's enough demand still.
But so there's two parts to the currency, the value, the money value, right? To the GDP, for example, is you have the money volume, the volume of money, and then you also have the velocity of money. And if you're not trading it, you're not doing anything with it. So the total GDP of Bitcoin right now is about $100 million at most. Like they just trade the same smallest fraction of it back and forth. There's nobody out in the world that, like, we in here, we look at the price of Bitcoin every day and like, oh my God, it went up 10%. Oh my God, it went down 10%. 99% of the world doesn't give a crap.
Yeah.
And
it's like Desert Crypto said the same thing. Sorry to cut you off. Desert Crypto said the same thing that I was thinking, right? Like, nobody spends gold. Like, you don't go out to the store and be like, oh, $50 here. I got my little digital scale. Let me break you off a little gold and we'll pay there. Like, no one's doing that. No one will ever do that. Like, maybe back in the day you did.
That's because that brings me to my point right here. And let's go through a little history lesson, right? Because when humanity first started, before we had currency, what was currency, J Chains?
Rocks.
Seashells.
Bargain. You needed food, right? So you bought what you needed somebody else. They gave you food. Maybe you had wheat. Maybe they had a different type of food. Humanity kept going. Eventually, there was a point in time where gold was traded, right? It was used as coins, that kind of deal. So much so forth, you start coming into the 1900s, currency, fiat, money, dimes, quarters, that kind of thing. It's physical. You start getting into the late 1900s, it just starts turning into what, J Chains?
Well, credit,
exactly. And so that was the next step. And so we're sitting here wondering, like, oh, is this a setup? Is this the government? Yes. They've came a long time ago and said that they're going to change the way the system's set up. Oh, we're going to run it one world order, this, that, and other, blah, 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 blah. If you do not see that the current system is failing and that the current system needed to be redone, do you think they don't know that? They're already aware of that. Why? Wait, what is, this is the next step. If it went digital, if it went from physical money to a credit card, what's the next step? Oh, we're walking around paying with stuff with our phones. They're going to employee list stores where you walk in the store and it pretty much, you just scan it on the phone or it scans underneath the scanner on the counter. You tap your phone, it pays. All this is the next setup. Is it ready? No, it's not ready. That's why you see them doing what they're doing, and the people that get ahead, you see them take them out. It's all a part of the process. It's not ready to be used yet. No, it's not.
Do you think like Bitcoin Cash? I know that like Roger Ver was really good at going to smaller places in the world and getting them to accept Bitcoin Cash for goods, stuff like that. Now that seemed to be like something that, because it was, I think, much cheaper. But where's he gone? Like what happened? Nobody cares about Bitcoin Cash anymore except for the Bitcoin Cash people. It's not something that you hear about anymore, right? That gets swept under the rug because it was a decent solution
ahead of its time.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what happens to stuff that's ahead of its time, because this system is for the people who built the system. This is just a new system. That's all it is. If we're going into this technology phase and we're going into this where technology is going to run the world, the first thing that's going to get changed over is currency. Hello.
That's why, again, into the whole theory is that the government started the first one so that they could put, it's basically the whole I guess scientific model is we're part of the test case. I can't even think of my words right now.
Yeah, we are
the
test case. Yes, sir.
Sorry, I have to get going, but I was gonna say before I go, on this topic, make sure. I mean, you guys should definitely check out a book called "Broken Money" by Lynn Alden. Excellent book. It just talks about the history of money, like how money started, why money exists, and the evolution of it over time. And then it talks about Bitcoin as being like new money, obviously. But but she just breaks down currency and like the definition of it so fucking well. Highly recommend reading that book.
Awesome. Let's get to Mike's
I
hands.
need that, but before you get to that hand real quick, but I just wanted to give you some flowers because I think you was on to something with that Ethereum take you just took a second ago.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Let's see. Let's go Mike, Colin, Bobcat as far as hands, and then we'll get out of here. Unless something crazy happens and we keep going.
All right, so I'll keep it quick because I know we're running low on time here.
Oh, you're good.
Everybody uses the American dollar as the reserve currency because they choose to. Everybody uses fiat because they freely choose to use it. More people use it, they believe in it. When you lose faith in the dollar, people go to something else, right? People choose to use Bitcoin. It's still the king for a reason. Nodes choose freely to use that version of Bitcoin, not the forks, because that's the best version of Bitcoin for them. So it's freedom because people are choosing to use that node. So as more people choose to use the network, then it'll be more money. Until Ethereum and other platforms tell people vote with their wallets and start using the network more than Bitcoin or buying more of it, then it will flip. But until then, I can't change my personal thesis on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like Bitcoin is still king for a reason. People vote with their wallets. People vote by using the network and choosing to use that version of Bitcoin.
I mean, hey, everybody's got
the first product isn't always the finished product. Like you see what happens with consoles, right? We're real big into gaming here. Usually the first console that comes out, has a few bugs in it. It needs to be worked out. But you don't know until you put the console out, right? Same thing with Bitcoin.
Yeah, I don't think Bitcoin right now as it stands is a money. I don't think it's a money because it's not easy to spend. But as for store of value, it's still outplaces gold for store value. Just I think of the people, for example, in Ukraine when the war started, and you need to flee to Poland, and how much gold are you going to carry on you? Well, you can hold your whole wealth in Bitcoin, right? So I think that as a store of value, it's way better, and all the things that point to it, the lack of supply and all that, that's what creates the value, the store value process.
Yeah, but 10,000 in gold is only about like this much. It's about like a block like this. You know what I mean? So it's not like.
Yeah, but you can get mugged if you're in a panic and you're going to a different country. You can get mugged. A lot of people did bring gold over to Poland, and they got mugged and they lost their gold.
Damn, straight up mugged. Mugged for your gold. Give me a gold, kid. Give me a gold. Colin, what you got for us, fam?
Oh, well, now you're getting into the ETFs, right? Because what happened a month ago, we've all kind of forgotten it, but the DOJ went over and broke CZ's knees and busted his knee out, took all that, and now the centralized exchanges are obviously part of the machine.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're doing ETFs. And what did they do to gold? They created paper gold, right? So the price of gold right now is pretty much controlled by the people who have ETFs in gold. And now they're just going to create ETFs in Bitcoin. And there's going to be a bunch of paper Bitcoin. And the key term there is cash created. And when you say, I want a Bitcoin for my spot ETF, they're going to say, oh, well, we don't have any of that, but we'll give you this dollar or this bunch of securities. And they're just going to introduce the same fractionalized reserve shenanigans into Bitcoin that they did with gold and every other thing. So, and people think, oh, they're going to write the laws to hold these people accountable. When have the laws ever held the big money accountable? So
isn't a spot ETF though? Don't they actually have to hold the asset 1-to-1? So is it really paper Bitcoin if it's actually held?
It's not going to be a spot ETF. It's not going to be a spot. That's my point. Is they're just going to write bullshit rules. I don't know if I can say words like that, but they've never.
Fuck yeah, you can.
They've never made a system that allows the little people like us to get rich, right? So thinking that they'll do it again, it's and the other thing is it's not the FBI that did it, was DARPA. And anybody
are they with the CIA?
DARPA? Mm-hmm. DARPA is the Defense Agency research program. They've done a lot of crazy stuff kind of in the background. So, and if it wasn't DARPA that started it, they found Nagatoshi, and that's why he's anonymous now, is because they found him. So
he's in witness protection.
Damn.
I was just going to say laws are not meant to be abided by. They're meant for you to use, right? And they're like, a lot of people are like, oh, I gotta abide by this law, and then get mad at people who use tax loopholes, right? Those loopholes are there for you to use, and that's what law is. You know, it's there to protect you. It's not for you to follow. It's for you to use for your protection.
There you go. I like to say, America, land of free, home of the brave. As long as you fit between those lines, baby.
and have
Tomorrow's the
lots,
first
lots,
Pizza Friday of the year.
Hey, I cannot wait. Listen, I was thinking about that already this morning. Is that, what's cool? Is that tomorrow's Friday and that's pizza day. And speaking of pizza day, it's my guy, Bobcat. What's up, fam?
Not much, Jay. How you doing, man?
Oh,
I just wanted to touch. I just wanted to touch real quick on the gold thing. Gold has actually become a big thing again in China. The young Chinese are actually trading in small 1 gram gold beans.
Really?
So yeah, because it's hard currency. They don't trust their fiat. So as fiat dies, we may be going back to metal, because actually treasury money is metal. Like if your dimes and nickels, that's actually treasury money. That's not it's not Federal Reserve money. So as the Federal Reserve dies, we might go back to hard money like metal.
I don't hate
trading
beans.
I'm gonna make
back to beans.
Hey, listen, here's the deal. I've got and I'm gonna continue to do this at some point, but I've got a
damn it. How many beans are you letting your mutant go for, Jay Change?
Couple beans, couple beans. Is that I have got some I've got a bag of old silverware, and I want to get a smelting kit, and I want to smelt it down to make what I now know are called ingots. Make our old little nuggets, our own little beans, ingots of silver. And so I want to do this, but I want to get like a maybe, what would be fun to do, Turbo, is that we could get like a die made with the Web3 Breakfast logo, and we could make like our own like physical Web3 Breakfast coins that only the VIP people get at some point. That could be fun.
Yeah, actually I have a kilo of silver to make stuff out of, actually, that I bought. Yeah.
Oh, thank God it was silver. I was going to inform you this is a recorded space.
You heard the word kilo and got shaky, got nervous. Where's this one going?
At the new crib, man, the ground, like the back is nothing but pavers. It's all cement.
Oh, so we'll get a smelter.
So we can definitely
a furnace, or I think it's called a furnace, not a smelter, or maybe it is.
And a crucible.
Thank you. We're still learning. Thank you.
It's okay. It's all right. Look, you know what I'm saying? It's fine.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
It is fine. Speaking of time to get running, appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for joining us, Web3 Breakfast. Just got a message. We got a line on Web3 Breakfast coins. So we might not have to self-smelt. Although that is kind of it would be fun to do maybe a couple 101s for some VIPs. Some of our VIPs. But anyway,
I need to remelt my Jesus piece because my arm broke and I can't get it back on. So we can press them in some sand.
Got a diamond Jesus on my necklace. I'm living reckless.
That's right. Made it myself.
All right, we love you guys. We will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you tune in the rest of the day to anything we got going on. Turbo and I will be back, I think tonight, probably 9 p.m. That seemed to work out pretty well. Who knows? We'll hop back into the shitcoin casino, see what's popping, and see if we can make another Dubsky.
I loaded my chips.
Ain't no way.
I got my chips loaded.
Load them up, baby. We hitting the casino tonight. I hope you guys have fun.
Going, baby.
Yeah, and if you guys want to make sure, at some point this afternoon, I'll get a post out with the link for tonight. If you guys want to join us for the YouTube, have a great afternoon. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.